Hi, Nayla Moon here. I am here to show you a new game that I received from the company Wonder Forge. Now, this is really cute. It's called the Disney I Found It game. And this is for ages 4 plus, and it can be played by one player or 6 players, which is really kind of nice if you have just one kid in your house, because then they can just play all of them by themselves and they don't need a partner. So the thing is just what it says. It's kind of a game where you look and you try to find all the pictures. And the fun part about this is it features cartoons that kids know from Disney, like Disney Pixar Cars, The Little Mermaid, Phineas and Ferb, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Mickey and Friends, Alice in Wonderland, Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Peter Pan, Monsters Inc., Winnie the Pooh, and Cinderella. And what it does is you move through 12 what they call magical realms towards the castle. That's the goal. And you can zoom ahead and you find fun objects. And this says that there are over 1,000 to look for. That's a lot. So I'm guessing that it could, you could play this many times. And the thing is, you want to hurry before the clock ends, and to when you get to the castle. So the thing is, I love the box that it came in, because it has all the little fun pictures too. And opening it up, you can see all the nice little pieces that are in there. And I am actually going to play this game, and you can watch me play. How about that? Okay? So we'll be right back. Let me set up the game. Okay? Thanks. So as you can see, the board to this game is actually 6 foot long, which is why Tamarisk and I are sitting on the floor to play this game, because obviously you can't play it on a tabletop. So I open it up, and in the box are the cute little characters that you get to choose. And I decided to go with Tigger. And the markers, you just put them in the little blue markers, and they actually go in pretty sturdy, so they don't come off. And then all the players put their marker on start, which is down here by me. So then you have these little cards, and the cards are blue and red on either side, and it says just to mix them up, and they're just pictures, but they do have words on them too, so kids can learn the words associated with the picture, which is very nice for emergent speakers and readers. So like I said, you just mix them up, and it says you can put them on the board either way, red or blue, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to put it blue side up for my purposes. Then it has a little timer, a little egg timer, and then also it has a spinner, and it has these little bitty Mickey Mouse ears. Now, they're important to have, and there's a whole package of them, so you'll want them. Now, what it says to do, at the top of the board, down by Tamarisk, there's a little clock there, and it says to put it to the 1 o'clock. So if you'll do that for me, Tamarisk.
It's already set for 1 o'clock.
Okay. So it says to put it at 1 o'clock, and the goal is to get to the castle at the end down there by the clock. So the first person spins. Now, as you can see, maybe, I don't know, can you see that?
Hold on.
There is a little clock tower that says 1 and one that says 2 on the spinner, and then the rest are just numbers except for Mickey Mouse ears. Okay? And what you do is the person that goes first, which by the way is supposed to be the youngest player, and believe it or not, that's me. The youngest player spins, and if you hit the clock tower, either 1 or 2, then you have to advance the clock to 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on each. If you hit the numbers, you of course just move that amount. If perchance you hit the Mickey Mouses, then you draw a card and you search for whatever the card is. Now, I'm going to just right now show you what happens with the little mouse ears and the cards. So let's say that I'm just going to move my, for this purposes, I'm going to move it up. And I've now hit the mouse ears. So what I do is draw the card. So I had drawn the card cats. So what I would do is I would look on here. Now remember, there's 1,000 pictures on here. And it says just to look until, and everybody can look. It's not just you, not just the player. And everybody looks on here and looks for cats. Now, I know this is the fun part, and I probably will totally stink at this like kids would probably do much better than I would do. So I don't want to look very long here, so I'm just going to say that there's a cat here, okay, for purposes. Now, the one thing it says about this is the cats in the game may not actually look like the cats on the card. So you really, really, really have to look. And so every time you find one, then you put a little mouse over that section. Let's say there's another cat here, okay? Let's say I found one here. So the whole game board could be full of the little mouse ears. You got it? So then the game just continues on. Now, like I said, you spin and you keep playing until somebody either gets to the end of the castle, or the time runs out, quote unquote, to midnight, and that would be Cinderella time, right? Right. So if the time runs out, then what happens then is you count all the Mickey Mouse ears on here, and everybody gets to advance that many spaces. So since right now there's 2, I would get to advance 2 spaces. And whoever is the closest then would win. Now, also on this game board, it's kind of like, if you remember the game Chutes and Ladders, or, well, that's the ones I could think of. Chutes and Ladders, when they got to certain spots on the board, they'd get to move depending on it. Well, now like here, there's a spot, and if you would land on this spot, you'd get to slide up to here because there's a slide. Or if you got to the rainbow there, you'd get to move the rainbow, etc. Another thing the kids get to do is, if you come to a fork in the road like you would here, you get to choose which way you want to go. You don't have to go any particular way. Otherwise, you go the way that the board would tell you to go. In any case, I think this is just a fantastic game. It puts together like a puzzle, and it's easily put together. I could totally see a 4-year-old doing this, and even, believe it or not, I could even see a 3-year-old being able to probably put this game together. I'm sure they have the 4-year-old stance because of the small pieces, and I can understand that for sure. It's a great way for kids to talk, learn language, recognize pictures, and of course working together and just having fun. And I totally, totally, totally recommend this game. And again, the game is Disney I Found It, hidden picture game, and you know, if you're looking, since it's Christmas time and for us right now it's snowing outside, if you're looking for a great game to play with the family, this is the one. Check it out on Amazon.com. And thank you, Wonder Forge, for the game. We love it.